Here is yet another fun build that you can go on the Ebon Jag. If you don't mind switching around the Omnipods, and believe me, I don't, because I take advantage of my builds to the fullest extent, this is a very viable build. This is a variant of my 3 LRM20 build, and instead of 3 LRM20s, I was thinking to myself, why not 3 ATM9's? I mean, you can do it. And let's see what this is like. So I've got 3 ATM9's. I've got 3 ER medium lasers. I got laser AMS because, you know, I had the extra components around. And I went with 2 double heat sinks in addition to what the mech has already got pre-built in. And then I went for, what do we got here? 7.5 tons of ammo, which is more than enough for 3 ATM9's. It's not exactly over, but it's definitely enough, more than enough. And by the time you finish the match, you're probably going to still have some ATMs left over. Now, the nice thing about going with the LRMs on this build versus the ATM9's is the LRMs have indirect fire, which goes up and over the top of targets a lot better than ATMs do. However, the benefit of the ATM9's is they're great for cou-ba, close quarters battle, which allows you to fire them all the way down to 60 meters. Now, be careful with that because some part of the mech that's pointing towards you may be closer than 60 meters, so you won't do any damage to that part of the mech. And it is that critical. And definitely that close. So you can see I've got this thing set up the way I would run this, with 2 armor in the rear, because that's usually the way I do it. Until I have a mech skilled out, I usually run 3, 3, and maybe 4 here. And then once I have it skilled out on an Ebon Jag, I go 2, 2, and 3. Just a little extra protection. So this says it has a firepower of 72, and it has heat management of 1.36 and a standard speed of 81 kph. Now, because this is a prime, and I've got a B arm over here and a C arm over here, and then primes left and right, you'd think I wouldn't be getting any quirks. Well, I am. I'm getting a missile heat generation, -5, armor +15, and I'm getting energy heat -2.5, missile cooldown -5, missile velocity +5, and then +10 for the base armor. I don't think the head's giving me anything. Nope, no head. All pun intended. Then I'm getting missile cooldown -10, +5 on the velocity, and once again, +10 on the base armor. And then you come over here, I'm getting an energy cooldown of -5 and then base armor +10. And let's not forget the center torso. Center torso is getting +10 for armor. So this works out to actually a fairly viable mech. And if we go over to the consumables, you can see the layout of this guy. And it really just delivers on the promise. But is that right? The firepower is 72? Well, let's grab a calculator, because we know ATMs lie. So each one of these says it'll do 18 damage, but in close quarters they're going to do 22. So that's 66 right there. And then 66 plus, each one of these is delivering 6 damage still? Yeah. So that's 18. Well, that's 84. That's 12 above what this is. And you can fire all 3 of these ATM9's simultaneously in at least 2 volleys, because they run slightly cooler than the LRMs. So you can fire all of these, and they're going to do the 66 damage, which is better than what the LRMs can do, because the LRMs are going to fire all 3 of them together and do 60 damage. So it's a little bit more. Not to mention these are close quarters weapons up to a point, which is the 60 meters, and skilled, it's all the way up to 281. So that's a pretty good bonus right there. Anyway, so yeah, this is a really good build, and I really am going to get into this and get in some matches. I never tried this with 3 ATM9's, so we're going to see how this works out. And I think it's going to work out really nicely. And then, of course, don't forget with the new Ebon Jaguar B variant, you can change the paint scheme. So you can make this color here white or periwinkle or whatever this is, which is pretty much the same thing. Or you could do purple or this. That's actually kind of cool. I really like that as well. That's really cool. That reminds me of Winsler. That's kind of dull. That's actually not bad. I went with this color here because I really dig it, and then I matched up some decals which matched up perfectly to the color. And I really dig this look, and I hope you do too.